Have you ever looked at your partner and wondered what it would take for him to finally say, "I want to spend the rest of my life with you"? Today, I want to share with you 10 secrets that can help you make him want to marry you. These secrets are based on years of research, expert advice, and real-life experiences from women who have successfully navigated the journey to the altar. And trust me, the last one changed everything for me. So, if you're ready to take your relationship to the next level, stick around until the very end, because the last secret is going to blow your mind. But first, let's clear something up. This isn't about manipulation or changing who you are. These secrets are about becoming the most authentic version of yourself while creating a relationship that's truly marriage-worthy. I've spent years researching relationship psychology, interviewing couples who've been happily married for decades, and yes, learning some hard lessons in my own journey to finding lasting love. What I've discovered might surprise you. The difference between relationships that lead to marriage and those that stay in permanent dating limbo often comes down to subtle patterns and connections that many women overlook. That's exactly what we'll explore today. Before we dive in, I want to share a quick story that illustrates why these secrets matter so much. My friend Mary had been with her boyfriend James for 4 years. They lived together, shared a dog, and seemed completely happy. But whenever the topic of marriage came up, James would get uncomfortable and change the subject. Mary tried everything she thought would work, dropping hints about weddings, talking about their future, even pointing out how many of their friends were getting engaged. Nothing changed. She was starting to believe he just wasn't the marrying type. Then she implemented 3 of the secrets I'm about to share with you. Within 6 months, James was the one who brought up marriage, completely unprompted. He told her later that something had shifted in their relationship that made him suddenly certain she was the one he wanted to commit to forever. What changed? It wasn't that Mary somehow became more worthy of marriage. It was that she created the emotional environment where James could recognize what was already true, that their relationship was exceptional. Now, let's explore exactly how you can do the same. Secret number 1. Cultivate your own fulfilling life. The first secret might seem counterintuitive. Focus less on the relationship and more on yourself. Men are naturally drawn to women who have their own passions, interests, and sources of fulfillment. When you're living a life you love, pursuing meaningful goals, nurturing friendships, and developing your talents, you become magnetic. I remember working with Melissa, who had put her painting on hold when she started dating Rob. She worried that spending time on her art would take away from their relationship, but when she recommitted to her passion, something unexpected happened. Rob became more attentive and engaged. He loved seeing her light up about her exhibitions and found himself wanting to be a bigger part of her fulfilling life. Research from relationship psychologists confirms this. Independence creates healthy interdependence. When you're not looking to your partner to be your everything, you paradoxically become more attractive as a life partner. Try this. Make a list of 3 activities or goals you've put on the back burner. Commit to reintroducing one of them into your life this week. Notice how bringing more personal fulfillment into your life affects the energy you bring to your relationship. The truth is, a man wants to add to your happiness, not be responsible for creating it. When you're already living a rich, meaningful life, he'll want to secure his place in it. Secret number 2. Master the art of appreciation. The second secret is something that distinguished the happiest married couples in studies by relationship researcher Dr. John Gottman, the consistent practice of appreciation. Dr. Gottman found that couples who regularly express specific appreciation for each other are significantly more likely to stay together long-term. In fact, he discovered that relationships need a 5:1 ratio of positive to negative interactions to thrive. Think about it. We all want to feel seen and valued, especially by the person we love. Yet in long-term relationships, it's easy to focus on what's not working rather than what is. I coached a couple, David and Emma, who were stuck in a cycle of criticism. Emma felt David wasn't committed because he hadn't proposed after 3 years, But when she began intentionally noticing and appreciating the ways he did show commitment, taking care of her when she was sick, building a relationship with her family, planning for their financial future, something shifted. David later told me that her appreciation made him feel successful in the relationship for the first time in months. Within a year, he proposed. Try this. For 1 week, create a daily practice of expressing genuine, specific appreciation to your partner. Instead of, "Thanks for doing the dishes," try, "I really appreciate how you noticed I was tired and took care of the kitchen tonight. It made me feel really cared for." Notice how this practice shifts both your perspective and your partner's response to you. Men particularly thrive when they feel respected and appreciated. When he associates you with feeling good about himself, commitment becomes much more appealing. Secret number 3. Understand his attachment style. Our third secret draws on attachment theory, one of the most well-researched areas of relationship psychology. Each of us has an attachment style that was largely formed in childhood: secure, anxious, avoidant, or fearful avoidant. Understanding your partner's attachment style can give you incredible insight into his approach to commitment. For example, a man with an avoidant attachment style might deeply love you, but still feel uncomfortable with what he perceives as the loss of freedom in marriage. This isn't because he doesn't care about you. It's because his nervous system equates commitment with feeling trapped. My client Jessica was dating Michael, who showed classic signs of avoidant attachment. He valued his independence, needed lots of space, and became distant when the relationship felt too intense. Instead of taking this personally, Jessica learned about attachment styles and adjusted her approach. She began respecting his need for space without pulling away emotionally. She stayed steady and secure, neither chasing nor distancing herself. Gradually, Michael learned that commitment to Jessica didn't mean losing himself. They're now engaged and working together on building a secure attachment. Try this. Observe the patterns in how your partner responds to closeness, conflict, and discussions about the future. Does he tend to pull away when things get emotionally intense? Does he worry about your commitment? Or does he generally stay steady and communicative regardless of circumstances? Once you understand his attachment style, you can create an emotional environment that feels safe for him to move toward deeper commitment. Secret number 4. Create emotional safety. The fourth secret builds directly on understanding attachment, creating unshakable emotional safety in your relationship. Men often won't commit to marriage unless they feel it's emotionally safe to do so. This means knowing that you accept them as they are, that vulnerability won't lead to judgment, and that conflict won't threaten the relationship. I worked with a couple, Tom and Rachel, who had a pattern where small disagreements would escalate into Rachel threatening to leave. Though she never meant it, this pattern created deep insecurity for Tom about the stability of their relationship. Marriage felt too risky. When Rachel learned to manage her emotions during conflict and demonstrate that their relationship was solid even when they disagreed, Tom's perspective on marriage completely changed. He proposed within 6 months. Try this. The next time you're in conflict with your partner, practice saying, "I feel emotion when situation, and what I need is specific request," rather than criticism or threats. Then explicitly affirm that your commitment to the relationship isn't in question, even when you're upset. When a man knows that your relationship isn't constantly at risk, he can relax into deeper levels of commitment. Secret number 5, embody sexual confidence and connection. Now, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's one way you've been able to deepen intimacy and connection in your relationship? Your insights might be exactly what another woman needs to hear today. This brings us to our 5th secret, cultivating profound sexual confidence and connection. Physical intimacy is a cornerstone of romantic relationships, yet many couples struggle to maintain passionate connection over time. Research shows that couples with fulfilling, intimate lives are significantly more satisfied with their relationships overall. This isn't about performance or techniques. It's about creating a sexual connection characterized by playfulness, open communication, vulnerability, and mutual pleasure. Many women I've coached have transformed their relationships by communicating openly about desires and preferences without shame or judgment, prioritizing their own pleasure rather than focusing solely on their partner, maintaining elements of playfulness and exploration in their intimate life, addressing issues directly rather than letting resentments build, understanding that emotional connection and physical intimacy reinforce each other. I remember when my own relationship shifted. After years of approaching intimacy with subtle insecurity, I embraced genuine confidence about my desires and my body. The change in our connection was profound. My partner later told me that this authentic confidence made him see me differently, as a woman he couldn't imagine living without. Try this. Reflect on where you might be holding back in your intimate life due to insecurity or unspoken expectations. Choose one small step toward greater authenticity and openness in this area of your relationship this week. When a man experiences a sexual connection that combines deep emotional intimacy with continued excitement and exploration, he'll want to secure that connection for life. Secret number 6. Maintain mystery and growth. Our 6th secret addresses a key reason men hesitate about marriage: the fear that the relationship will become stagnant. The most marriage-worthy relationships balance comfortable intimacy with continued growth and even elements of healthy mystery. This creates the sense that life together will be an adventure rather than a settled routine. Research shows that couples who continue to try new experiences together maintain stronger romantic connections over time. I coached Daniel and Sophia, who had fallen into such predictable patterns that their relationship felt more like a friendship. When they committed to one new experience together each month, from rock climbing to cooking classes to weekend trips to new places, their connection reignited. Daniel, who had been uncertain about taking the next step, began to see marriage as the beginning of an adventure, not the end of one. Try this. Surprise your partner with an unexpected date or experience this month. It doesn't need to be elaborate. Even trying a new restaurant or taking a different route on your evening walk can introduce an element of novelty that keeps your connection fresh. When a man feels that life with you will continue to be interesting and growth-filled, marriage becomes much more appealing. Secret number 7. Master healthy conflict resolution. The 7th secret might be the most practical of all: developing exceptional conflict resolution skills as a couple. Dr. Gottman's research shows that it's not whether you have conflict that determines relationship success, it's how you navigate it. Couples who know how to repair after disagreements and find solutions that work for both partners build tremendous trust over time. Many men hesitate to commit to marriage because they've seen toxic conflict patterns in their parents' relationships or previous partnerships. When you demonstrate that disagreements can actually bring you closer rather than create distance, marriage feels safer. I remember working with Layla and James, who had a pattern of intense arguments that never reached resolution. They'd fight about the same issues repeatedly without finding solutions. When they learned to identify their underlying needs, listen without defensiveness, and collaborate on solutions, their relationship transformed. James, who had been reluctant to discuss marriage, began to see Layla as his ideal life partner. Try this. The next time you have a disagreement, commit to understanding your partner's perspective before defending your own. Ask curious questions like, "Can you help me understand why this matters so much to you?" Then reflect back what you've heard to ensure you truly understand before sharing your side. When a man experiences that conflict with you leads to greater understanding rather than escalating tension, he'll be far more willing to commit to a lifetime together. Secret number 8. Support his purpose and goals. The 8th secret focuses on something men rarely express but deeply value: support for their purpose and goals in life. Beyond the relationship itself, most men have ambitions, dreams, and a sense of purpose they're working toward. When they feel that marriage to you will enhance their ability to pursue that purpose rather than detract from it, commitment becomes deeply attractive. This doesn't mean subordinating your goals to his. Rather, it means creating a partnership where you each champion the other's dreams while building a shared life. My client Rachel was dating Mark, a talented musician who worried that marriage would mean giving up his creative pursuits. Instead of seeing his music as competition for his attention, Rachel became his biggest supporter, creating space for his practice, celebrating his performances, and helping him network with other musicians. Mark realized that life with Rachel actually enhanced his ability to pursue his passion. He proposed after realizing she was a partner who amplified his purpose rather than diminishing it. Try this. Have a conversation with your partner about his long-term goals and dreams. Ask what supporting him in those areas would look like from his perspective. Then share your dreams and discuss how you can support each other while building a life together. When a man feels that marriage to you will help him become his best self and achieve his goals, commitment becomes a pathway to fulfillment rather than a constraint. Secret number 9, develop financial intimacy. Our 9th secret addresses one of the most common but least discussed barriers to marriage: financial compatibility. Many men delay marriage due to financial concerns, whether it's wanting to be more established first, worries about different spending habits, or anxiety about merging finances. Creating financial intimacy before marriage can address these concerns directly. Financial intimacy means being able to discuss money openly, understanding each other's financial values, and creating alignment around how you'll handle finances as a couple. I worked with Tyler and Emma, who were stuck in the dating phase despite being together for years. Through coaching, Tyler revealed that he was hesitant about marriage because Emma's spending habits made him anxious about their financial future. Once they began having open conversations about money, created a shared vision for their financial life, and found compromises that honored both their approaches, Tyler's resistance to marriage dissolved. Try this. Initiate a judgment-free conversation about money with your partner. Share your family money histories, your current approach to finances, and your financial goals. Listen to understand his perspective, looking for areas of natural alignment and potential compromises. When a man feels confident about your financial compatibility, a major barrier to marriage often disappears. The last secret I want to share with you is the most important one. It's the one that ties all the other secrets together. Are you ready? Here it goes. The number 1 secret to making him want to marry you is to make him feel like he can't live without you. This isn't about making him dependent on you or becoming his mother. It's about creating such a profound positive impact in his life that he genuinely can't imagine his future without you in it. When you show him that you're a team player, that you're vulnerable, that you take care of yourself, and that you appreciate him, you create a sense of dependence. You make him feel like he needs you to survive. And that's a powerful thing. When I work with couples on the brink of engagement, I often ask the man, "How has your life improved since she's been in it?" The men who answer with specific, meaningful ways their partners have enhanced their lives are invariably the ones ready for marriage. So how do you become indispensable? By consistently adding value to his life in ways that align with who you authentically are. Become his peace. Create a relationship that feels like a refuge from the world's stresses rather than another source of tension. Be the person he can relax and be himself with completely. Bring joy and lightness. Relationships that last celebrate life's pleasures together, from belly laughs to simple daily joys. When you consistently bring lightness and joy to his life, he'll never want to let that go. Offer perspective. We all have blind spots. When you can gently help him see situations from different angles without criticism, you become an invaluable partner in his growth and decision-making. Create partnership balance. Understand what he brings to the relationship and complement those qualities, rather than competing with or duplicating them. True partnerships harness the unique strengths of each person. Elevate his life. Help him become a better man, not through nagging or fixing, but through your belief in him and the standards you naturally uphold in your own life. When a man genuinely feels that his life is better in every way with you in it, marriage becomes not a scary commitment, but the natural way to secure the relationship that enhances his everyday. Ultimately, the goal is not just to make him want to marry you, but to cultivate a relationship that is fulfilling and nurturing for both of you. When you create an environment where love flourishes, the desire for a lifelong commitment will naturally follow. So, invest in your relationship, cherish each moment, and watch as your love story unfolds beautifully, leading you both toward the future you envision together. I'd love to know which of these secrets resonated most with you, or which one you'll be implementing first. Drop a comment below and let me know. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend who might need this guidance, and subscribe for more relationship wisdom. Your support helps this channel grow and allows me to keep creating content that empowers women in love and life. Until next time, remember, the most attractive quality you can cultivate is the confidence to be authentically yourself while creating space for your partner to do the same. That's the true foundation of a marriage-worthy relationship.